I wanted to say something that's improved here. But first, I want to say, with these medication injuries, what doctors won't tell you is that the body knows how to heal itself. The body wants to heal itself, and the body knows how to heal itself. And right after a major injury, the body starts to heal itself. The body starts to heal itself even though you can't see that. You know, it's like animals in the wild. Have you ever seen, videos on YouTube and you see this bear walking around without a hand? Like, how did that bear survive losing a paw, and blood loss and chance of infection and all that? How do animals survive in the wild after major injuries, major insults to the body? They start to heal. The body starts to heal immediately. Or, in some cases you just can't heal. But with these medication injuries, what doctors don't tell you is that the body wants to heal, and the body knows how to heal itself in most cases, And I was almost killed by these two medications, and one of the maddening things throughout all of this is nobody has been transparent. Doctors haven't been transparent and honest, and no doctor's ever given me hope throughout this whole thing. No doctor's ever said, well, blah blah blah, these things take place and it takes a long time to heal, and blah blah, it's going to be long and it's going to be hard, but you're going to start to see healing, gradual improvements. No doctor's ever spoken to me like that, because of the wall of silence, the veil of silence, not wanting to acknowledge the truth, not wanting to acknowledge the injury, right? So I want to talk about a new small win here. When this injury occurred, lots and lots of damage to my body occurred, and I'm just going to tell you one new improvement that's happened here. When this occurred, I was in respiratory failure. I was suffering from severe respiratory depression. If I tried to lay in bed, if I tried to lay on my back, my lungs would collapse. I was in respiratory failure. My oxygen was going down to 70 during the day. My throat would close awake. My diaphragm would stop laying down in bed. My diaphragm was even stopping sitting upright, on and off, intermittently, right? And 6 years later, a year ago, which would be 6 years post-injury, I was able to take my first deep breath. And only once in a while. It took 6 years of slow recovery to be able to take my first deep breath. Now, 7 years later, I'm able to sleep in a bed. I don't know, because of the complete lack of medical transparency, I'm not a doctor. I don't know exactly what's happening here, but there's been enough recovery to the brain or the lungs and the diaphragm and the heart, so that I'm strong enough to lay in a bed. My body's become strong enough now to breathe laying in a bed. I had orthopnea all this time. Orthopnea is the inability to breathe laying down, and that's either coming from your heart or lungs. maybe the brain. I don't know if I've ever looked that up, but I definitely had orthopnea, which I couldn't breathe laying down. I've slept in a chair for years. So that's been one of my wishes, to be able to be well enough to sleep in a bed again. I have to wear the CPAP, severe sleep apnea, from this injury. I had undiagnosed apnea for years, but this injury pushed it to severe life-threatening apnea. I believe I was 100% believe I was in respiratory failure or autonomic nervous system failure. And if my throat was closing awake, you know, probably autonomic nervous system failure. But, you know, 7 years, and it's like you're healing so slowly that you can barely even see it happen. And, you know, it's like the healing is molecule by molecule. But anyways, as I'm gasping for air here, I'm happy that I'm well enough to lay in a bed and sleep. So small wins, right? There's small wins happening all the time. Am I well? Absolutely not. Am I healthy? Absolutely not. But anyways, these small wins are good.